Breastfeeding, also known as nursing, is the best way to provide young infants with the essential nutrients required for growth and development. And to encourage breastfeeding and improve the health of babies around the world, the World Health Organization and UNICEF have set aside 1st to 7th of August every year to celebrate World Breastfeeding Week, which is now being celebrated in 120 countries.
Breastfeeding is something that we all do, as mammals. We need to inform people on what to do and what not to do. We need to actually prioritize it and make sure that everybody at every level of leadership, is giving it the importance that it should get.
WHO and UNICEF are calling on governments to ensure that every child's right to nutritious, safe and affordable food and nutrition is realised from the very, very beginning of their lives, starting with breastfeeding.
According to the World Health Organization, the benefits of breast milk to babies are numerous. They include boosting the immune system of infants, lowering infant mortality rate, lowering risk of developing infections such as respiratory tract infection, diabetes, allergic diseases, and childhood leukemia, to mention a few. But it's not just the babies who enjoy breastfeeding. There also are benefits for the nursing mothers.
As you breastfeed, your breast tissues are breaking down. So as it's breaking down, those cells that may not have been good for your breast, that may be cancerous, they are also breaking down and leaving your system. So that is how it prevents breast cancer.
For the first few months after childbirth, mothers are advised to feed their babies only breast milk. But for several reasons, the period of exclusive breastfeeding vary from person to person.
The best time to breastfeed a baby should be a year.
For my last child, which is the 4th child, I was determined to breastfeed him for 2 years. But 20 months, I just gave up because it was stressful.
I feel breastfeeding a child for 1 year, it's okay. Whereas some people feel that they should breastfeed their baby for 6 months.
Breast milk can also be preserved and fed to babies when nursing moms are unavailable.
Breast milk doesn't lose its nutrients, doesn't lose anything when it is stored. The only thing is that after storing it in the freezer can actually stay for as long as 6 months. The normal fridge can actually stay as long as maybe a month, depending on how you get electricity. Don't microwave breast milk. By the time you are microwaving it, you are actually destroying a lot of nutrients.
Sadly, there is some stigma attached to breastfeeding, particularly when it is done in public. While some countries are coming up with rules to enable working moms breastfeed while at work, others have some catching up to do.
Currently, in most African countries, the period that is given for mothers, to go on maternity leave, frankly, is too small. I also think that government needs to prioritize women and make sure that when they're making laws for companies, for all these corporate giants, make sure that these companies, there's enforcement, they provide the bare essentials that mothers need when they return back to the workplace.
As this year's theme states, breastfeeding truly is a shared responsibility, and we all have roles to play if mothers and infants are to benefit from breastfeeding. Bernard Akede, News Central.